Hello, hello. Another video from Vietnam. Just chilling in the hotel, about to head to the gym, but I thought I'd do a quick video before going. So this one is taking your own advice. Quite a few of us are good at giving advice. And I mean, I think all of us have given advice to friends, especially when they're in not such a good way, because we want to maybe help them out, try and give them some encouragement, etc. with certain situations. But then it's funny when we get into the own ruts ourselves, we may be similar to a situation in which we were advising a friend. We're not good at taking that same advice. We don't even think about the advice that we would give. You know, say I'm feeling anxious, right, about stage fright or something, and or say, you know, my friend, say Peter is feeling anxious about stage fright, etc. And I say to Peter, like, don't worry, you know, it's gonna be okay, man. The nerves are always worse before than when you get on stage. You know, you don't need to worry about your script because you know the topic, you know what you're talking about. So when you get up there, your script might actually hinder you if you're trying to go word to word. Just actually speak from your mind, and you know it all. So just talk about it like if you were having a conversation with someone, right? And just take deep breaths and engage with the crowd. And so, yeah, that would be some advice you maybe give to a friend. But then maybe when you're preparing yourself for something similar to that, like you're doing, you know, like a stage performance as well, you know, we get all panicking, think, oh, it's going to go wrong, and oh, it's a nightmare, and you know, and you don't take that advice that you would given to someone else, or like, think about the amount of times that you've been nervous in the past and it's come out that at the end of it it's been good, you know. So don't worry about it. You'll laugh at yourself about these kind of anxieties afterwards, because it's going to go well anyway. You've done this a billion times, so why do you think on this occasion it's going to be any different? So yeah, I mean, we are not good at it, and it's fair, and it's completely fair enough, because that's what our anxieties do to ourselves. Or not just anxieties, we could say, you know, say a friend is feeling in a bit of a low mood, you know, not very productive, or kind of feeling a bit lazy, or feeling a bit crappy, you know, you may give the advice of like, okay, let's try and break it up a bit. First thing, let's just tidy your room, okay? Let's get you out of this rut of a couple of days. Let's just tidy your room, and then let's see how you feel after that. And let's try and do one little thing bit by bit. And even though it might not, say, like cure your whatever feeling that you're feeling about a certain situation, it might make you feel a little bit better, you know. And it's like Pareto distribution. As soon as it's not kind of like linear, as soon as you make those improvements, it kind of just increases multiple factors. And yeah, that usually works for friends. But we're not good at that ourselves. When we're sitting on the sofa and we're in a lull, or we're like really, you know, gone down the well of dark thoughts of thinking about, you know, a certain situation, and it's kind of almost like crippling us. We're not good at just talking to ourselves, saying, hey Sam, you know, you're not in a good way right now, you know, and that's not great. You know, we're not going to say that everything's fine. We're not going to cherry pick it. We're not going to cherry pick the fact that the last couple of days have been unproductive, or you've been feeling crappy. But come on, let's get up and just do one small thing. You know, just to tidy up something, or do one small chore, or one thing you need to do to check off, and then we'll assess after that. You know, we'll see where we go and see if we want to do more. At least we can go back and sit back on the sofa again and go, at least I did one thing today. So yeah, I think we need to be better at taking our own advice, thinking about, actually, like, in those moments, be conscious of, like, what's one of my friends in this situation that I'm in now? What did I say to them? All right, let me say it to myself right now. and let me actually take my damn advice and do it. And I might think, actually, my advice is like bollocks in this moment, but just do it, then we'll see. You know, you don't try and play the game of thinking actually how good was my advice, or actually it's a load of rubbish. Just do it nonetheless, and then we'll see how you feel and see maybe what you want to do next. And sometimes it actually takes speaking out loud. You know, I do it. I'm trying to think about it. Maybe a couple of weeks ago, I was having like a very crappy week, maybe emotionally wise, and it put me in a real rut. You know, I was getting up late, not eating well, missing the gym, and I actually remember having and my head was like spinning and really intense, constant thoughts overload, couldn't sleep that well. And I remember just sitting on the bed going like, right, like it's just been constant for the last couple of days. I just need to take a little break from this. And I just remember sitting on the bed and putting some music on for a second, going like, I'm giving myself 10 minutes here. And I just remember just chilling. And I remember just having a conversation with myself and saying, Sam, you know, you're feeling crappy right now, and that's okay. You know, you've had some pretty unproductive days, not great. You know this, though. You know that these moments pass. You've had many of them in the past. Maybe not as intense, but in recent years, but a long time ago. So let's kind of cut out the unnecessary prolonging of this, and let's just, you know, make one small kind of adjustment to what you've been doing the last couple of days, and get up and tidy your room. Go out and get some shopping. Alright? Put some music on in your headphones. Go for a walk, because then it just blanks out your thoughts. Give your mind a rest. Call a friend. I remember sitting there and saying this out loud to myself and saying, you know, you're gonna be fine, man, and you just need to get back into your routine again. Like, on the chemical basis of exercise and food, what that does to your mood, at minimum, get them right, see how much that makes you feel better, and then you're in a better state to actually have a better conversation with yourself about whatever you're worried about, and kind of, you know, talk yourself through it. You know, say, I'm feeling anxious. I'm like, no, but I know I am a confident person, and I know I've got many great things going on in life, and things to enjoy and things to coming up, and I know I can make it enjoyable again, and do things and go spend time with friends and have some activities and stuff like that, and it did really help. You know, I was able to talk myself up, and it didn't cure it like overnight, but actually getting up and making kind of tidying my room and going and doing the shopping made me feel so much better. I felt like I had a more productive day than I had the last 3 days combined, and it just put me off in the right direction. And then from then on, I remember waking up one morning going, I feel refreshed, good night's sleep, I've had food, I'm gonna go to the gym now. And then suddenly all of that craziness, the busyness, the traffic in my head just started to cool away. I was able to get back into things again, and I was out of the lull. I was out of the dip. And it's just so important about taking that own advice, because I give it to people all the time, and I don't want to be a hypocrite. And it does work, you know. And taking advice that other people have given to me, which I have also taken on and given to others, I also need to take that as well. So yeah, that was a very simple, quick video just about taking your own advice, and I think the key to it is actually being able to actually have that conversation with yourself. Sit down for 5 minutes, give yourself 5 minutes, allocate it. Right, I'm not feeling great, let me allocate this time to actually talk to myself, get myself out of this rut. Say it out loud if you need to. Try and take your own advice, especially in a bad situation, and you might be surprised how much it helps. Have a beautiful ride, guys.